Hi guys, thank you for coming to your online workout today. Mudge has decided he's going to just chill out and look at all of his favorite books while we do our fitness. But if you would like to do hand weights today, I'm going to use nothing crazy, just 3-pound weights. If you don't have hand weights or anything, that's okay. As always, you can just like make a fist, use your upper body strength, any tension that you have going on, you can just do this. Other than that, hand weights optional always. Yoga mat, Pilates mat, but if you're not working with anything at home, you can do just on the ground with carpet or a couple of towels, something just to have a little bit of support. So just give yourself credit for any kind of movement. 5 minutes, I always say, is better than 0 minutes just getting your body working, getting muscles moving. So we'll start off right here, just shaking out the arms, shaking out the shoulders, just taking a minute for yourself, opening up those hips. Hi, buddy. And then we'll go for that nice big inhale, big exhale. So just think about big breath, fill up your lungs, push the toes down, lengthen up the sky, reach, stretch. And then exhale, let it go. And this will be, the whole workout today will be just around 20 minutes with some stretch work. So not super long, but reach. Enough time that you can get a little sweaty, feel a little better, let it go. Let's go ahead and do that one more time. Nice bend in those knees, reach the arms up overhead, stretch to the sky. And on the exhale, let those arms come down and just roll the shoulders up, down, and around. So rolling out all the tension up here from the day, let it go. This is for 8 big inhales through the nose, big exhales out through the mouth. This is for 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and roll it out the other way. So opening up. And exaggerate these two, especially like the beautiful thing. Well, I mean, shoulder rolls look weird anyways, but the good thing of doing the online workouts, there's nobody here. Nobody to like judge your shoulder rolls. Like, make it weird, lift it up, and then let it go. Last 3, last 2, and there's your last 1. Good. Shake out the arms again, and now we'll go for a side bend stretch. So I'm going to take my left arm and pull it under, and that right arm is going to reach up and over. It's like other timer phone. So extending over to the side. And just be easy as you're going into these ones. Think of the side bend. So they're lengthening out from that side of your body, but just getting a little bit of work for the lower back. You don't have to get down on yourself if you're like, I'm really tight here. Just do what you can, buddy. For 3, 2, Mudge is apparently not a fan of the side stretches. 1, and then go ahead and switch, shake it out. Take the other arm, extend it over, and then other arm under, and just taking that nice moment for yourself to open up the hips. Those toes plug down, grounding yourself, finding just a break from everything else in the world that's going on, and breathing throughout that part of your torso. We got another few seconds on this one, and then we're going to sweep the arms up, down, and around and take to the forward fold stretch. So coming up in 3, in 2, and 1. Go ahead, shake that arm out, and let's take the arms up overhead. Reach, stretch. And then as you come down, let's sweep the arms down, around, hips open up, head drops down. And let all of the tension from your neck, from your head, just try to let it go, chin to chest. As tight as I know a lot of you guys are in the lower back, it's just important to try to ease into these things. Never force yourself all the way down through it. Maybe you got to bend the knees a little bit. That's fine. But if you're comfortable with it, and your hands, if you're capable of being able to bring the hands all the way down to the floor, to the mat, start to walk the hands out in front of you. Just do a little walk out, and then you can walk those palms back, just getting a little more warmth. And again, if that's not doable for you, don't worry about it. Just hold the forward fold, bend the knees, being mindful of how you're feeling and giving yourself, again, that credit for doing any kind of movement here. We've got another 8 seconds, just walking on out, and then we'll go ahead and grab those hand weights if y'all want to use them today for a little bit of upper body with some of the leg stuff. That'll be in 3, in 2, and there's your 1. Round up vertebra by vertebra, so take that extension up. You can shake it out. It's like I have mud hair. And then I'm using, these are my 3-pound weights today. If you've got heavier hair hand weights and you want to use, I wouldn't do anything over like 8 or 10. I mean, if you're advanced and you know your body, awesome. But just when we pull up to the shoulders, I get nervous. I don't want us to start to affect the stuff up in the traps or feel the low back pull. So I err on the side of caution here. I'm not going to knock into Mudge. I guess I can change it a little bit. So what we're going to do is a step out to the right. Squat, we're going to send the arms out in front, so hips back and down. pull it center, and then step out to that left side. I guess I'm going to do this way because I don't want to hit the puppy. So when you're sitting back and down, just think of shoulders are relaxed. Oh, I just messed the arms up. You guys, if you want to do the arm extension wide, you can. I was having us try to do a forward reach. So the arms are going to reach, butt is back, and then pull together left side, and then that right side. It's very, very casual. Just whatever feels good for you today. Lengthen up, pull the legs together, sit back and down. The one thing that I do want us to try and avoid, and especially because I can't see you guys, to ensure the knees are not pulling in forward like this. We also want to avoid the knees knocking in. Try to think of when we're going in these squats, the knees, hips, arms, shoulders, everything stays in that parallel position. And then before we go back down again, what's going on with the core? So the core is pulled up and in tight. We're avoiding the rounded spine because if you're doing this, you're not able to engage the abs. So keep on going with it. We've got still about 30 seconds that side. Pull left and pull right. Lengthening arms, sitting your butt back and down. Admiring Mr. Mudge, who is just hanging out. He's been sick. He's doing better today, you guys, even though we're going to the, well, I don't want to say it. He knows, but I'll spell it, the VET tomorrow. Get some more tests done. Hopefully it'll be right. But just, we're all getting older, you guys. Just try to keep moving. Just do what you can. Here's your last 3. Hold that squat in 2 and 1. So try to hold this squat, pull the belly button in, stick your butt back a little bit. You guys are able to flip the palms up here. Now just the cerviplatar here to here. And think of your weight right now pushing down on your toes, pushing back on your heels. So arms extend, elbows bend in. Try to skim the sides of your body with those elbows. Pull, 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 and then reach away. Advanced students, if you can, sit your butt a little lower, and obviously take the breaks whenever you need to. I always would rather you guys listen to yourself, number one, then whatever I'm saying, take into consideration, but modify it for you by not going quite so low. Take a forward fold, get some water, stretch it out. Just try to challenge yourself, whatever that is today. We still have 8 seconds. Oh, buddy, you okay? In 7, 6. We'll take that stretch out. 5, 4. Arms go down, forward fold stretch in 3, 2, and 1. Good job, you guys. So you can go ahead and drop those hand weights. Just drop it into that forward fold. Think chin to chest. And then, hi. Can we move for a second? Maybe? Okay, he knows. So get some water, and then we'll go ahead and walk it out in some plank stuff with some lunge stuff. So we'll go into it. Go ahead, buddy. In 5. So just make sure you've got room. Your animals, you're clear from your animals, other pets, cats. Maybe you've got a nice bunny rabbit. I don't know. Make sure the weights are in there. And then long ways on the mat. So shake out the arms again, shake out the shoulders. Walk it on down. So you're going to extend yourself out into your hand plank slowly. Modification for these planks, if you guys are like, this is horrible, just come down to the knees. And then we're going to pulse the hips up an inch, down an inch. We've just got 5 counts on this one. So you can do this kneeling or on the elbows to mod. But in 3, we're going to walk it on up. In 2, and that right foot's going to step in 1 into that forward front position for your lunge. So once you're in that extension up position, forward stepping with that right leg, back, left leg is at that releve. We're going to drop it down for that pulse for 5 counts. So plug down through those right toes. Abs are in. There's your 3. Big breath in, big breath out. There's your 2. Almost there, you guys. We're breaking it down so it's not quite so bad. There's your 1. Now, lengthen out forward. Feel your abs pull in off of that quad. Stretch the back left leg out, and then pump those arms back. Try to really fire up that right glute. Push down through those right toes. 10 seconds for this, and then we'll step it back. We've got another one of those planks with the hip pulse up. You got it, you guys. Here's 3. Here's 2. And 1. Bring the palms down. Step those feet back. Fire up your core. Squeeze your butt. Squeeze your glutes. Everything in the legs, quads. Push the palms down. And now lift the hips up an inch, down an inch. This one's a little bit longer, but we'll flow through it another time just so you can get the idea of it. Last 2. Good job, you guys. Last 1. Walk those hands towards those toes. Taking that forward fold. Reach the arms up. Lengthen the spine. You're doing awesome. Stretch it out. And now, left foot comes in front, that right foot steps back, bend that back knee, make sure your heel is up as high as you're able to have it on that releve, and then pulse it for 5, for 4, in 3, back leg is gonna straighten, in 2, you got this, here's your 1, Plug down through those left toes, pull your belly button in, lengthen out that back right leg, and now take the hands back, pump for long jump. Try to look up and out, and then find that breath. Take advantage of being able to just do that nice inhale, exhale without breathing on somebody else, and just keep on pumping, because we have 7 seconds this thing. Then we get to go back down for the plank. You can do it. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Put the palms down. Right leg back with that left leg. Let's tighten up the core. Squeeze everything you can as far as your glutes, lower body, and then pulse the hips up, lower, down a couple inches, up a couple inches. You've got 8 seconds for these pulses, and then we're going to flow right into that right foot forward lunge, left foot back in 4. So you know where you're going, because we're just doing this all one more time. In 3, 2, and 1. Step it in front with that right foot. Back left knee drops down. You can do hands prayer. You can do hands on hips. And then just pulse it and drop it. A little bit longer this time, because you've got the flow. I know you're doing great. Here's 4 more counts though. In 3, it's not that much longer. In 2, and 1, straighten that back leg. Pull the abs in. Take the arms and pump them back. 15 seconds here. Hi, buddy. We walk it down. There's 1 more plank. You can do it. In 8, 7, 6. So palms plug down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put the palms down. Step that right foot back to meet the left foot. Tense up the core. And now let's go for those lifts up. Tighten the abs. Up an inch, down an inch. So you're pulling in through the belly to find that work from the core. The legs are strong on it, and your palms and hands are pushing away from the floor, away from the mat, to get that upper body benefit. In 4, in 3, it's that left foot in front. In 2, right foot back. 1, step it in. Get that last lunge all the way through. Abs are in. Back right knee goes for that little dip. You got it. And then just drop it and dip it. Thinking about that last little push for a long jump. And it's good to get that airflow and that breath, that inhale, exhale, cleaning out your lymphatic system, all kinds of fun stuff. We've got still 6 seconds for some reason. In 5, 4, 3, in 2, lean forward. 1, straighten the back leg. Push down a ton through that left foot. Arms pump back, and then finishing out your long jump. This is less than 20 seconds of your day, so you're just lengthening that left arm, right arm back. Think about anything other than the pain that's happening through the legs, through the abs, because we're going to take it and step those feet together for a nice stretch. In 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet together. Good job. Stretch the arms up overhead. Reach, reach, reach. Circle the arms back. Push out your belly. Push the low back for that nicer stretch, and feeling the abs stretch out and the hip flexors as the head drops down. Nice breath in, nice breath out. Let it go, and then just take it back on down. Same way we came for those planks. Push the palms down, step the right foot back for a down dog, stretch the left foot. This is where Mudge was supposed to join me. And then pedal out the knees. I know, it's not even funny. He's not even looking at me anymore. He's like, shut up. I'm like, I get it. And then we'll take it on down here. You guys are going to go next into a very exciting side plank. If anybody would like to make this harder, you guys are welcome to do it with the hand weight. But if it's just a matter of like, I'm trying to get through it today without getting hurt, I also understand. So just don't push yourself to do the feet. If it's too much, just stack the knees. Hand weight, again, is optional. You don't have to have it. So I'm going to stack the feet, but modification, those heels will kick back. We're going for that lift up in 3, 2, and 1. Try to find that side plank lift with or without the weight. I'm not using it. Think of this left side of your body. You're tensing it up. You're pushing through this left tricep. Hi, bud. So you should feel the work in your arm, side body, as well as like your squeeze legs together, squeeze your butt. Now we'll go for that lift up an inch, down an inch, but tense up from this left side to do it. So you're lifting up from this part of your oblique. The right arm reaches up, just makes it harder. Squeeze those inner thighs together, knowing that all we're going to take this one to next is a needle thread. So this top right arm is going to go underneath that hip. In 3, in 2, and here's your 1. So now that top arm threads under, and then you lengthen, reach, lift up. Try to think of that support left palm plugging down. It's going to lengthen out from the forearm too. And that wrist is straight, so you're not going to crinkle up the hand. Last 3, you're almost done with this one. 2, and 1. Drop your butt down. Good job. Pull your knee. The left knee is going to angle in, like this is your little star stretch, and open. So you're getting this nice little triangle, and then your back leg pulls back. And then after you've gotten yourself combobulated this way, bring your left arm across your chest and then feel that stretch. You can turn your head over that shoulder. That might feel delightful today. If it all just feels bad, just relax out of that and then pull it across again with that arm. But again, just doing what you can. Take a nice inhale, take a nice exhale. Before we stretch that other side, we're just gonna knock out the other side plank. So popping on over that right elbow. Go ahead, shake it out, shake it out. Again, hand weight for that left hand if y'all want it, but I'm not using it. Let's go ahead and take it there. Oops, I hope it's on. In 3, and I'll give you more time then. Just make sure, I always get nervous on side planks, that if that elbow's out too far, it's gonna jack up the shoulder. We don't wanna have that pull open from the hip. Think forward even. All right, here's your 2. You got it, you guys. Here's your 1. Pop it on up. Hold it. That top left hand is reaching and stretching to the sky. If you need to modify, again, you're just on the knee. Stack those knees. That's fine. But we'll pulse it in 3, 2, 1. Lift that hip up an inch, down inch. So thinking of the lift up as opposed to pulling back, we're not dropping the hip down today. I want you to just think straight up, and then squeeze your glutes. Anytime it starts to feel like extra awful in the arms or core, just tense up your legs. They got you. We'll thread the needle in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take that top left hand, wrap it down and under, and then lengthen, lift it up. And make sure you're still breathing. Obviously, you're still breathing. You're still doing this, but think of the breath, sending it throughout your body, that nice reach and pull under, trying to sculpt and shape. All the good stuff, all the good work in the obliques and those abdominals, as well as the arms. Here's your last 5. You're almost there. In 4, we get that nice star stretch thing. 3, 2, and there's your 1. Yay, drop it on down. Bringing, it's okay, buddy, the right knee to that angle. Again, left foot's gonna kick back. And whatever's gonna feel best for you. I personally like to do this stretch. I have some students, they like to do the side stretch. But just shake out the wrist, shake out the hands. You can turn your head over that shoulder. That might feel good today. But guide with how your muscles are feeling, how you're doing. And then we're gonna take it onto the tailbone next. So with or without the hand weights for a little bit of a row pull. So feet are gonna be together, heels can stay dropped down, toes can lift up, but if you're like extra tight in your hips, feel free to stretch the legs out. That might feel a little bit nicer for the hip flexors. And then let's take it there. So again, heels pushing down, or you can stretch those legs out if you prefer. And then lean back, but round your spine for this. So you're not straight up, straight down with the back. I want you to round a little to feel the abs, so you're in this position. We're just gonna pull elbows back even, and then sit up a little tall. So when we do the sit-up portion of it, think abs 1. That's when your spine is gonna lengthen out and straighten. And then as you pull back, round, feel the abs, elbows pull, and then tighten up as you lift. If none of that makes sense, just do what you can, but trying to implement a little bit more of that lift and that round pull back. Elbows, try to keep them as even as you can. I know it's almost impossible to do, but think flatten up through the back, through the core as you lift, and then round, 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 elbows pull. Like I'm already done with these. Breathe. My excuses are like, this is like my 5th class today. I'm like, I'm done with the arms, but you do you. If this is where you want to focus on upper body. But again, you don't even need them. You can just make a fist, find that tension, find it, and then round, round through the back, and then lift up. You've got 7 seconds left for this thing anyways. In 6, we're going to try to hold it back. And you know where your core starts to get all trembly. You're like, yep, that's where you feel the work happening. So in 2 and 1, take the arms out, round the spine. Feel a little bit more of that pull, round, round, round. Lift the chin up off of the chest. Now, see if you guys can lift up one heel. If that's really easy for you, just continue on right heel, left heel. Or sorry, if that's a real challenge for you, you're going to continue just the right heel, left heel, or just hold it. If that's way easy, you've graduated, you're now going to do both heels up at the same time. But we're working to pull in from the lower abs here. So think belly button pulls in to guide the feet up off of the floor. It should feel really challenging, but if your hip flexors are freaking out or your low back is not happy, either hold it, you can just pulse it, modify here to here, or again, one leg at a time. It will be a little more for the oblique in that leg, but just again, do what you can. We're done with this one, 10 seconds. Just keep breathing. You're almost there. Here's your last 8. In 7, in 6, 5, 4. Legs are gonna stretch all the way out in 3, in 2, and 1. Good work. Go ahead, stretch out the right leg, stretch out the left leg, and then just walk your hands towards those feet. Shake out the shoulders a little bit, drop the elbows down a little bit, and just find your breath. Again, go back to that nice inhale and that nice exhale. And then maybe point the toes. If this is really intense today for you, come up out of it and then just come back down into it again. But always trying to work from somewhere with flexibility to try and improve on that. Nice inhale, nice exhale. And then we'll knock out just one more thing today for the core and the arms. So you'll go into that nice position that we just had. As far as your back, again, go to that rounded spine if you can, and then hand weights once again are optional. But finding that C curve in the back, round a little bit more through the spine, hold those legs up. You're just gonna hold the weights on this one. I'm just gonna do one weight. So hold it, think about as far as the arms and upper body, your elbows are here. So it's like you're hug a tree, but you're holding it. So tense up the arms from that position. And then we're going to go for, it's a little bit of a combo where you're going to do that twist to the left side. Once you're twisted over that left side, use the abs to pull up from here to here. If you're advanced, keep the heels hovering, bring it center, then twist to that right side. Then those knees will pull up. Then you drop it back down and then bring it back center. Obviously, you can always restart with setting those heels back down, but that twist work is happening because I want y'all to think of like a little string attached to the top of your like mid part of your collarbone, your sternum, or whatever, to that hand weight. Then use the low abs and oblique to lift it. Then pull yourself back center, use the core, use your torso, other side twist, and then find that lift. And then drop and then reset. Because a lot of times I'll have clients who are just like kind of going for that's okay. It's not going to benefit you as much as you can if you're trying to break it down a little more piecemeal. Where it's like, okay, you're working from that torso twist. Arms are engaged and already turned on from here. Use the abs to pull you up. Notice where you're starting to like maybe sink down, lift up more. Take breaks when you need to. Find that lift, find that pull. The work for you is going to be different than everybody else. We're all built different. We're all stronger in different places. So just take it easy. If you're like, this is horrible today, and maybe just keep the feet down the whole time, start somewhere. And then it's like you got to crawl before you can swim. So then just keep going side to side. And you know what? Sometimes you can't ever even swim, and that's okay. Just give yourself credit for doing anything and know that in 10 seconds it's over. I'm going to give Mudge a treat because he's like so sad. It's okay. Here's your last 8. I'm modifying now. If you haven't, I was like, I'm done. My hips and core are like, nah. Last 6. Just remember that breath. Last 5, 4. You did awesome. 3, 2, and there's your 1. Good job. So go ahead, drop the hand weights if you still have them. Kick those legs out again. Let's take a second forward fold. But then we'll do a little stretch back for the hip flexors and the shoulders. So reach the arms up overhead. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Try to sit up tall. And then as you exhale, round the spine down towards those toes, dropping the head, feeling the tops of those feet. Maybe you can push down on them. If your flexibility is like, nah, I can't get that far, that's okay. Do what you can. Drop the head. Try to drop the shoulders, drop the elbows, and then just breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. This is for 5. For 4, because we'll do that stretch back after this one. In 3, 2, and 1. So lift up through the spine. Now, you guys are going to reach the arms up overhead, stretch, circle the arms back behind you to try not to knock into anything. Fingertips point back behind you. Pop open the chest. Feel the expansion from your chest. The elbows pull back, shoulder blades pull back. Open up. You can even think of like chin lifting up. And then as you release that breath out, round the shoulders down. Feel that curl. So you're pulling like upper back thing, pulling up and together like Gollum, and then open, open, open. Again, nice inhale, nice exhale, and then slowly after you've done that second pull forward with the shoulders, just walk those hands back down again for that forward fold stretch. Just thinking of that lower back, letting the chin drop down, and just breathing easy because you did a good job. And this will be for your last 10 seconds. In 9, in 8, 7, in 6, 5, in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, lift on up, and then from here, flip it over. Instead of just doing the classic child's pose today to open up for more of the hips, go ahead, take the knees in a wider stance. So you're going to sit yourself, and if this hurts too much for anybody, just go to a regular child's pose, but knees open up wide. This is like a little froggy stretch, and then slowly walk your elbows down. So your butt's going to pop up, the elbows drop down. If you're comfortable extending the arms out further, do it. That might not work for everybody, so if you want to just stay with the elbows down here and just focus on the hips going to open from this position, awesome. This one like hurts me. I know a lot of clients who, I mean, if you run, if you do a lot of hiking, cycling, spinning, biking, like the hips are tight. Even for my friends that you're seated at a desk for 10 hours and you forget it. Like the hips are tight, the low back pulls in, and the psoas in a weird way. There's a lot of stuff that's connected. So if this is really uncomfortable, try to come out of it. You can go into a little bit of a opening, and then drop down, or just go classic child's pose, knees together, butt back, hands can go forward, hands can go back behind you. But just try something, and then we'll go from there into a nice cat-cow stretch. Yeah. Down dog. Mudge gets a treat. So wherever you're at, slowly start to come out of the stretch that you're in, or safely. Don't just come out of it. Don't get hurt. And then the palms come down. The knees are hip distance apart. We're going to do that rounded spine. So think of that curl up into your back. Head drops down, chin to chest. And then as you release from that stretch, let your belly drop out. Let your butt pop open. Think about the shoulders pulling back and down. And then repeat that. Just stretching out the abdominal wall, getting that good curl through the spine, and then releasing out, letting the belly drop out. Find that breath with that work that you're doing. Take it one more time, cat-cow. Round the spine, hips tuck under, head drops down, and then let it go, let it go. Let's actually do a little quick stretch for that hip and that hamstring and calf. So press out, once you're finished that cat-cow stretch, press out your right leg. Keep the left knee grounded. So you're thinking of stretching all the way from that oblique. The ball of that foot should push back. And this is ideally the same thing as if you were standing against a wall. So your hands on the mat right now, like against a wall, you can stand up and have that support right foot push against it for the calf muscle. But just drop it down. But for purposes of this, and then switch to the other leg. So you're lengthening out. You can let the hips kind of drop out. You don't have to be in a complete tabletop. Like actually, it's nicer for that hip and that stretch release if you kind of go neutral spine on it. So try to feel the stretch, mess with it. It's different for everybody. If this isn't doing it for you, just go against a wall and push up against it with that bottom heel down, and then the top of your foot, the ball of that foot pushes. All right, kids, go ahead, take it back down again. Tuck the tiptoes under, pop those hips up for that down dog stretch. And once you're in that down dog stretch, pedal out those legs, right leg, left leg. And then we'll slowly start to make our way up into that forward fold stretch. Rounding through the spine. Think about like a calculated round all the way up. Those arms are going to reach. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Exhale, circle it out, circle it out. Shake it out, shake it out. And then open up the hips, open up those feet, and just do a little twist side to side to get some work. I know a lot of times some of this stuff seated on the tailbone also does affect in here and here. So just think a little twist right, a little twist left for a few more seconds, and then we'll go side to side for a tiny bit more nice stuff for the hips. I don't know. Everybody's tight in the hips these days. So we'll go ahead and take it on down. It's not a lunge, you guys, it's a stretch. I promise it's a stretch, but like, here's another 20 minutes. So that push down that right side, this little opening on that hip, and then switch it left side. So you're extending out from one side to the other. Just being easy. I know. You've been such a good pup. So just getting a couple more of these ones in. Thinking about just opening up from the spine, and then doing the other side again, and being mindful. Like maybe you notice this is the first time, like, oh crap, one side feels horrible. There are little things throughout the day, like if it just how you're standing, like a lot of times we don't even realize, like you always just kind of are on one side or the other, or seated, maybe you're always just crossing one foot over the other, stuff like this, to just be aware of, like, okay, if this side's feeling way more tight throughout the day, like if you can remember, okay, stand evenly, or other little stuff. Like Pilates is good because it does do that body awareness reminder where it's like half time I'm just like typing it like this, where it's like, oh, that's not good for the shoulders. All right, I know. And then bring it back to your center, shake out the hands, shake out the feet, and then we'll take that nice inhale, exhale, overhead reach. So bend those knees, just how we started. Reach Arms all the way up. Keep those arms stretching. Drop the chin down to chest. And imagine, like, if I were standing there and pulling your arms back as your head drops down, you should feel the neck, hopefully the neck flexors disengage a little bit, chin to chest. Maybe you can drop the head down a little bit more as those arms pull back for 3, 2, and 1. And now as the head lifts up, cactus the elbows back, pop the belly out, pop the hips forward, elbows pull into your sides, and then lengthen up those arms again. Reach chin to chest again. And just trying to hold it, being easy on that stretch forward with the head. And then we'll do that just 2 more times. Head lifts up, elbows pull back to your sides. Open up the collarbone, open up the lungs. Feel even your neck lengthen out. Pull, pull, pull. And then lengthen, reach, chin to chest, arms extend. You did a good job today. Big breath in, big breath out. Last one, elbows pull in, head lifts up. And then we'll take it. Head goes down, arms reach up. For another 5, stretching those arms. Maybe you can pull the shoulders back a little more for 4, 3, it's okay if you can't, 2, and 1, and then shake it out, shake it out. 1 inhale, 1 exhale. Let's bring the feet a little bit closer for this one. Bring it in. You can do a little pedal out, right knee, left knee. Bend those knees, big old stretch to the sky, stretch, stretch, stretch. And on the exhale, let it go, let it go. You did it. You did such a good job. Thank you for doing it. We did, about 30 minutes. Still wasn't that bad. So give yourself some credit for that. Okay, Mudge, you've earned your treat. You go. Yeah, go ahead. Come on up. Can you doodle, man? Yay. Mudge says thank you. And now you get your doggy. Go ahead. No? Okay. All right.